Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming, Madeline. This is a really good opportunity to have you here and share your story of a plant that, you enjoyed, have engaged with, learned something from any of the plants along the Bronx River. And yeah, so introduce yourself and, whenever you're ready, you can share.
Yeah, yeah, I'm Madeline. I am going to school in the city right now, studying environmental science, and yeah, I grew up here as well. So I met Lauren or started working with her back when I was in high school with a good friend of mine. So here I am all these years later. Um, yeah, so it was first time at the food forest. And I thought it was a really exciting place for our first meetup to all gather together and just think about the city differently and imagine it, yeah, in just a more beautiful light of what it could be. And that youth can have really central role with their communities, even more than they think. So I thought that was really great. In college, and especially like these kids are in high school, and I could tell that they were, yeah, very excited and impressed too. Um,
Yeah, so that was your first time at the Foodway at Concrete Plant Park.
yeah,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, and then you gave an amazing overview of its history, and everything like that. Yeah, and then my favorite plant that stood out to me was probably the mullein leaves that we saw. There was that like one little plant, it was like very low to the ground, towards some sort of gourd that we found.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I had never really seen one before, so I thought it was, yeah, amazing and so fuzzy. Just a surprise in the world of the like Northeast plants. Yeah, and a good reminder of how diverse and like how capable the plant world is of doing anything it wants.
yeah,
Um,
no, that's true.
yeah. And yeah, we're so used to seeing, especially in the city where it's all a lot of this just man-made and um, planned out by someone. So it's a lot of the same plants, lots of like London wood trees around. Yeah, so it was great to see this in just a more, um, yeah, a more colorful setting. Um, yeah, and then what about it? Yeah, it was great learning just how functional and practical all these plants are, and can have a role in our lives in a seasonal way, and also just thinking about what's actually around us. And the mullein have lots of antioxidants. I feel like everything we saw had lots of antioxidants. Yeah, and it was also anti-inflammatory, I think. Yeah, so really helpful for a cough or anything to do with the lungs.
Yeah.
And yeah, just so practical for lots of herbal remedies. Um, yeah, so I was super excited by that.
I'm glad that you brought up and talking about mullein is really one of those like when you see it, it's just beautiful the way it kind of like just opens up, really fuzzy
Yeah.
kind of plant. Yeah. I like it because it has no flavor. Like sometimes when a plant, doesn't have a strong presence, I can kind of mix it with anything, like when I put into use and stuff.
Mhm.
And sometimes I just like touching it. How was that for you?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think usually when I think of plants and like they're very diverse and some of them can be a little bit poisonous or just like angry and have all these like spikes on them or they're physically like sort of not to be yeah, messed with as much. So this is just a fun, yeah, contrast in the opposite direction. Um yeah, and also I feel like another big thing when we were there was just it was a very sensory experience. So especially we were smelling a lot of the plants. Yeah, it's just lots of mint and like the bee balm.
Yes, the bee balm.
So yeah, and usually I don't, or no one I know like walks around just like smelling things in the city. So that was really great. Um, yeah, and definitely like I didn't grow up seeing this or like being taught, yeah, to look out for these things. It's more like the city's like trying to dominate all of this land that we're on. So yeah, there's very little greenery around where I'm
Right.
living right now. So it's, yeah, good to readjust that perspective.
Yeah, that's true. Like so many New Yorkers, like just like you said, like, don't know, I haven't really grown up with seeing that kind of thing and being around plants and nature in that way. And then now knowing like, okay, there are places that you can actually go and, be in nature. You don't have to travel so far away in terms of like leaving the city, to go upstate or anything like that. It's pretty cool. And it's good to once you know them, it's like, oh, okay. I know where to go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's yeah, so much more to learn here than um yeah, we really know to appreciate. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Concrete Plant is definitely a beautiful gem and a special, place, with having the foodway being there and all those different types of plants that showed up. I don't know if you remember seeing or interacting with Lem's ear.
Yeah.
Right, like the differences between like touching Lem's ear and Mullein. That was pretty cool too.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, yes. Awesome. Is there anything else you would like to share so far? What you share has been really great to know and hear how, that experience being there, um, you know, what you've gained and what you've learned from it.
Yeah. Um, I think, yeah, it was just so much knowledge there, and you, yeah, had so much to share. Yeah, I think it was really interesting seeing how recent of a project it was. I think just in the last decade or so, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is very recent.
Um, yeah, just trying to be more cognizant that things are still always changing.
Yes, and this time is changing in a good way, right? Because
Yeah.
people are getting more aware and interested because it's always been there, just the interest and the curiosity, or even like the access, right? Like you said, you also didn't have access because you say where you live at, that's, that's not what you're surrounded by. So all of those things are slowly changing and opening up so that we can have more green spaces all over the city. We need that balance.
Yeah, and yeah, and it was right next to like the main subway line as well. Just like walking over, so you would have no idea unless, yeah, unless someone told you about it or,
Yeah.
well, I also don't live in the neighborhood, but
Yeah, it's hidden,
yeah,
right? Country Plant Park is kind of like hidden in the
yeah,
cut, and if you don't pay attention, you can walk right past it.
yeah. Well, it's like beautiful things don't ask for attention, right?
Yes.
Um, yeah. So I just thought that was, yeah, great and a good reminder of like what else could we do,
Yeah.
while we're here. Yeah.
That's just the beginning, of that journey that all of us here in New York City are on of changing and reconnecting with nature and, you know, looking at reimagining, what it gets to look like, how we use it, how we interact with it, the places that we'll have access to. So It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And on that note, I also want to say thank you for stopping by and having this conversation with me. I truly appreciate it. And
Yeah, thank you. It
you're
made it right. Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you.